Mic check. Shalom, shalom. Of course, first and foremost, and as always, on the store, give infinite praise, honor, and glory, honor to our power. YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Done honors again to our apostles, our elders. Our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, teach us sound doctrine, stroll shalom to the hopeful elect, and the rest of the RAWCHAA, two men, women, and children. That the Lord will have mercy on these last days, man. It's your brother HAQADASH, representing GMS branch here in Cleveland. Lord willing, it's edifying. All right. Part of this lesson is you should be separated from the social. All right. Because what's coming to the red, white, and blue is what China has already been practicing. All right. Now I want to go into this word, Revelation 13. Okay. We just want to see where the Spirit take me. Revelation 13, 15. It says, and he had power. Matter of fact. Revelation 13 and 15. Matter of fact, let me start at 1. Revelation 13. Stop it. Revelation 1. 1. The revelations, as we always go into, it means to peel back or to reveal the revelations of Yahawashi HaMashiach, which the Most High gave unto him, so like it to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John, who bear record of the word of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, and of the testimony of Yahawashi Mashiach, and of all things that he saw. So what I'm about to read is something that John saw. It was a vision given to him on the island of Patmos of things that were physically being done. Okay? This is Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Now, this is going into, obviously, we understand that they're going to be martyrs for Yahawashi, witnesses for Yahawashi, ones who perished are in the hands of Esau for upholding the testimony of prophecy, which is when you go into that word witness, it goes into, or martyr, it goes into being a witness. You go into that word witness, or it goes into the word prophecy. Or you also go to that word martyr, it goes into the word prophecy. It's all connected, it's all the same thing. Witness and martyr both go into prophecy. So you're going to have individuals, all right, who's going to perish for being, who stand up guys, man, standing boldly in the face of those who afflicted them, standing boldly, as it says in 2 Ezra 2, okay, confessing the name of Yahawah, while Yahawashi boldly. You're going to have individual men that have to, give up their lives, all right, for that cause, man. But also, you're going to have people being killed in the form, not spiritual, if you can, I guess you could say it, but in the sense of, being killed in society, man. Okay, it says that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So when you go into this word killed, all right, you're going to find out that this is talking about on a social scale, man. You should find the word apple, because it's going to be, right. So this word here,
Strong's G 615, apoctino,
right. You got to go into the root word, right. The root word, and which it stems from, is apple. Okay. Apokino stems from Apo. And so when you go into Apo,
Strong's G 575. Apa. Apa.
you go into Apo, it goes into a separation, right? See that? Of local separation after verbs of motion from a place, i.e., of departing, of fleeing, of separation of a part from the whole. You see? Wherever a whole, some part is taken, of any kind of separation of one thing from another by which the union or fellowship of the two is destroyed. You see? And that's what ultimately the elect is going to uphold that vibration of no longer fellowshipping with the beast, man. Because it was a point in time where we all fell victim to this man's charade, man. Okay, but he doesn't that doesn't prove that you worship him. That doesn't prove that you're for him, that you serve him. How do you prove to the devil that you worship him, man? He too, remember he has a God complex. His whole mission in First Thessalonians is to be like the Most High, man. You know that with that God with that God complex. So let me hold that real quick. Not First Thessalonians, but Second Thessalonians. This is Second Thessalonians, chapter 2 and 4. And I started at 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come. And I'm gonna play these videos. I'm gonna close out. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin being revealed, the son of perdition. We know he was revealed through chattel slavery and the things that came after it, man. The prophets being raised up on the scene. All right, Abba Bivens popping up on the scene. King Marshal, the 7, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakab, Apostle Ramlab, the elder bishops, and so forth, all the way down to the younger men, us. We holding a vibration, which comes directly from the heavens, man. All right, which is shattering the world of Esau, which is shattering, okay, the concept of this man's society, man, of his thought, man. Because when you go into Psalms, when you go into let me grab this real quick. I'm gonna pull this out in a minute. If my memory serves me correct. Damn. That's Psalm 17. Let me see. Bear with me. No, it's damn. Let me think. Shit, I can't remember, but the scripture goes into let's see. It's not. It's Psalm 73. Wow, yeah, kind of. I haven't brought this out in a long time. Psalm 73 and 20. It says, as a dream when one awaketh, so, O Lord, when thou awakest, thou shalt despise their image. Okay, and this is what you see, the crumbling of a society, his image, okay, his system is crumbling because the Lord has awakened, meaning the men that he has set up in the society have awoken. Those dry bones, they now live. And so because they live, they push a certain vibration, a certain aura that is contrary to the society. And because it's contrary to the society, it's the thing that upholds a system. It's righteous. It upholds true government and power, and it's in order. Therefore, the things that's contrary to it will automatically start to crumble, decay, and dissipate and disappear, man. Okay, that's why the scripture talk about this man, Esau's rulership being as a dream, a mist, a shadow. Okay. So since the Lord has awoken the prophets, this man image is being despised, man, his system. Okay. So going back to the topic at hand, 2 Thessalonians 2:4, who will continue who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called power, or the Most High, or that is worship, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of power, showing himself that he is power, or he is the Most High. See, that's what this whole thing is about. He has a God complex, man. Okay, so he too has to operate just like the Most High, because everything done on the right hand side happens on the left hand side as well, just on a lower frequency, man. So Esau, that's why he has a priesthood, just like the Most High has a priesthood on the right hand side. That's why he has a chosen, just like the Most High has a chosen. Okay, he has a government, just like the Most High has a government. He has a system of a society. He has, he's trying to, control the body and the mind and obtain immortality, just like them. So he's doing everything YAHWASHI is about, done, and has is and is about to do. He's trying to do that so he can be the ultimate power, man. He's trying to move. See, this is how crazy it is. He's trying to move the Most High out the way, man. You see? What a fool, man. As the scriptures say, man. A fool said there's no power, man. Because that's what he's saying. He said there's no king that always existed. He's saying this, man, by his action and his works, man. Okay. He think that he's above Yahweh, why YAHWASHI, man. When their father has no beginning or end. So this is the man that we're dealing with, man. So going back, it's like a girl, I don't know what it's doing. What was I in this? Anyways, I don't know where I was at in that. But yeah, so going to this Revelations 13 and 15, going to that word kill, it goes into separated. So what he's going to do is he's setting up the social credit, okay, that you're going to be judged and based off how you move through society, man. Okay, he's trying to and he's trying to again play the Most High. He's trying to be that man. He's trying to be as the Most High, have surveillance all through you. Now I'm gonna play this quick clip. Go to this real quick. All right, I'm gonna go play this real quick.
Thanks a lot, Chairman Coons, and it's a pleasure to be with you. First, two disclaimers. I'm a liberal arts lawyer, not nearly as tech savvy as I should be for this hearing. Point number two, my experience in government, which has been over several decades, suggests that we are slow to recognize issues that are fast breaking and have a very spotty record when it comes to responding to them in a thoughtful way. I hope this is an exception. If I could address Tristan Harris first, aloha, and then may I ask you this question? I've been reading and trying to understand why the European Union is taking such a apparently bold and innovative approach to this subject, and we are so slow to respond. Any thoughts?
I don't. In this country, obviously, we value free speech above other values, and so that makes it, I think, harder to regulate an environment where the composition of what constitutes speech in our society is a Frankenstein monster that's, quotes victim, is not in the first being over leveraged, and how much risk are they? How far over their skis are they? We've got about 200 billion to 100 in terms of scale of information that's running through a system without moderation. We climate change a culture kind of way, just by 2% more.
Acceptable use examples. Manipulating human, say two things they find unacceptable use examples. Manipulating human behavior. I think that's at the heart of it, as I understand the explanation. I've heard people from Facebook talk about making your Facebook experience more meaningful. And folks from YouTube and Twitter talking about healthy dialogue. But the bottom line is, it appears that there, like it or not, there is a factor here where our human behavior is being affected by what we are seeing, what we are reading, what we are experiencing. And that seems to violate the basic premise of the EU regulation. And the second one, in the extreme, is this social credit scoring, which they use as an example, which apparently is rampant in places like China. And takes the manipulation and analysis and algorithms to the point where they disqualify people from being able to get on a fast train in China because their social credit score doesn't merit it. Give me your thoughts on those two elements.
Yeah, well, on the manipulation front, that would disqualify.
Yeah, so this is being talked about in the Congress, man. This is being talked about in your local senates, man, in your local meetings that they have in your local cities, man, and towns, man. Okay. We go to here. We'll just play a snippet of this.
In the alarm, yes, for people that don't understand what the is going on.
So here, I'll put it up for you here. Yeah. So there's the video.
Yeah.
I don't know if your camera can see that, but
no.
There's the video. There's him speaking about it.
The G7 is launching a set of public policy principles for retail central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Central bank digital currencies could be a digital version of money, a bit like a digital banknote that could be used alongside physical notes and coins. Unlike most of the digital money people use daily today, it would be issued directly by a central bank, like the Bank of England in the UK.
Right, so that's the guy who runs our economy in the UK. His name's the Chancellor of the Exchequer. And here is the article. Bank of England tells ministers to intervene on digital currency programming. Yeah. And here's a quote from the article. This is in the Telegraph, the one he pulled up, but it was behind a paywall. So I'll just read the quote. Digital cash could be programmed to ensure it is only spent on essentials or goods which an employer or government deems to be sensible.
Oh.
I'm going to take it one step further.
Exactly. So which goes into the topic again, which is you will be separated from the social. Okay, let's see what that word social means. Let's see what comes up. Social. Let's see what the etymology is. Living with others. See that? You're going to that word social. It says living with others. Okay, so you're going to be separated from living amongst society, man. You're going to be separated from doing things that allow you to interact with other human beings, man, because a social credit system will be established. Here, they already got polls. Somebody recorded on TikTok of a poll set up in their city, man. I forgot exactly where. Okay, but these are all relevant and recent articles and things, man. The video I just played, the second one at least, was the first one I played was from 2021, and this one was just last month, in October, man, 15th. Okay, and you have many more. Okay, I just, you know what I'm saying, chose Shalom Almaki, I was trying to show the thought. I just chose to you know what I'm saying, play that one. But like he said, man, this is a way, again, so when you go into that word kill, it goes into separation, man. Revelation 13 and 15, man. So he's about to get ready to separate those, cause like I said, he has a God complex. So by him moving like the Most High, he has to too do things that the Most High do. So he also has to prove who worship him, man. Just like the Most High. The Most High is proving us, okay? He's gonna make it known where who's for him and who's not, okay? In the times to come. That's what Esau is doing too on the left hand side, man. Okay, the Most High has a mark. He has a mark, man. Okay, it's just about what's attached to each entity, what's attached to the Most High. is everlasting life, immortality, spirituality, okay, power, life, etc. What is attached to Esau, we just read in 2 Thessalonians, is the perdition, death, sin, okay? So we know that the scriptures say that the bodies that we're subject to are subject to sin and death. So that means that everything he do is he operates in the physical, man. He moves in the physical. He's a physical man. His blessing in Genesis 27 was a physical blessing, okay? He wasn't blessed with immortality, okay? He's literally marked with the mark of sin, his lack of pigmentation, okay, et cetera, like it says in Numbers 12 and so forth, man. Being is consumed, one is half dead, okay? Aaron said, lay not this sin upon me. This man is the identification of sin, man. So he's gonna make it to where you're gonna have to be forced to either be with him, okay, to some degree, or not, man. Okay, you're gonna be forced to some degree, because, hey, man, the scriptures say, hey, in Second Esdras, you know what I'm saying? It says in Second Esdras that many should desire to go into a city and not be able. All right, I'm like one of the brothers said, hey, man, it might be because of that whole system that's going to be in place. We already know martial law is going to be in effect. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be a major factor of why you can't go from city to city, but also because of your social status, man, if you will, based off the new system, which is going to allow you, if you keep reading in Revelation 13, okay? So we understand that this word goes into separated. So let me go back. Apo, right? When you go into Revelation 13 and 16, which makes sense on why the next verse say what it say. So if you don't conform to this society, man, your status is going to be killed. So we know that the ones that already have a status, all right, based off Instagram, Facebook, and these social media platforms, okay, they're somebody in the eyes of the people. They're not going to give that status up, man. That's why it's going to be more that perish than it's going to be saved, man, compared to a drop to a wave. So we know we get all that, man. That's why this verse makes sense. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, right? A physical stamp of servitude, a digital awe in the right hand or in the forehead. Like I mentioned before, when you go into, I can't remember what verse, I brought it out years, but when you go into that word forehead, it also goes into the back of the ear, okay? One of the root words or so. I gotta find it. Which one? I know I said one of the last lessons, but I'm gonna find that, Lord willing. It goes into either the forehead or the back of the ear, meaning like in the back of the head, and that's pivotal to what Elon Musk has achieved and these other scientists, if you will, when it comes to performing miracles to get one to you know what I'm saying, to walk and talk, Alzheimer's disease and so forth, man. What are these guys talking about? It's already happening. It's already in the making, man. So the ones that's not gonna get down with this program, he's gonna make it known to society that you are against the system, and then people are gonna turn on you, man. Okay, they're gonna think that you are the enemy, man. Okay, because you're not conform to the image of the beast, man. You're not down with his society, his system, his program. You're not down with NATO. You're not down with the EU. You're not down with the Esau mind state, man. And they're gonna have a problem with this, man. So they're gonna put the men, okay, that think like this. They're gonna put you in these different segregated camps, okay, segregated from society. You're looked at as an animal because you're not getting down with the new wave, okay, et cetera, et cetera. So again, he's gonna what? It says he calls that as many would not worship, right, conform to his way, the image of the image of the beast, which is his system, should be killed, meaning it should be separated. You're gonna be separated from everything in society, man. You're not gonna be able to, because you're not gonna get the stamp. So you're gonna automatically be separated just off that concept alone. Okay, but how much more doing it to demonize you, okay, to criminalize you, okay? Because you got to remember, they put out that those who basically like us, we teach the truth. They consider us conspiracy theorists. They consider us so-called terrorist people, man. They got us on these different watch lists and so forth. So when the social credit score is in effect, these people that think like this, which is the prophets first and foremost, and everybody get the information from us, but the ones that conform to this way of thinking automatically in society are going to have a low credit score. See, you're not going to be at like in China. You can't get on a bus. You can't get this job. You can't go to here. You can't even. You might be able to have enough to get this, but you're not going to be able to go to the next state, or I mean not state, but next city. Okay, just to visit. If, you know what I'm saying, one of your loved ones or so forth, man. Might not be able to go to the next state or city just to get a license, or you might say you got an issue with your vehicle. You can't take it across to the city because you don't have enough points to maneuver through society. You see, so that's complete control, man. Okay, that's called the Internet of Things. Okay, he's putting the society into the internet body, man. Okay, which while we say the digital all, okay, because these people are going to accept this, okay, or all they, the servant, you know what I'm saying, would put the all through the ear and conform to being a servant to the master forever, man. And this is what the people are going to do. This time it's going to be them willingly doing it because the lack of options, the lack of choices that they have to choose from. It's just like with the presidency. We know the presidency is not real, but because, you know what I'm saying, it's just like with the last one. I'm gonna take the last one. You got DJ Trump, you got Sleepy Joe. The people didn't have no choice as they feel, right? Quotation. So they got it, but they still had to so-called choose one, the ones that are surrounded by the concept that their vote matters. They still was obligated to choose one. So it's gonna be that, it's gonna be just like that. It's not gonna be many options. You're gonna have infants that need to be fed. You're gonna have starvation taking over the mind. Okay, you see what people do when Popeye's chicken sandwiches go out. These niggas kill each other, man. You see what niggas do when they don't have mayonnaise on their sandwich, they kill you. So how much more when they're faced with the deprivation of if that's the right word, of the lack of food, man. Okay, they're gonna be obligated to conform. Okay. So yeah, man, I ain't want to make this long. I just wanted to touch on that point in that quick video. Let me go back and play one more part of that. And that's it. Right here.
The UK, the head of the G7, want to bring in for the G7. So a scenario where, like in New York at the moment, because the passport infrastructure is in place, you bring in that digital currency and you've got this total control. And if I'm speaking to you the way I'm speaking now, and my employer or government, you heard that in the quote directly, yeah, deems me as saying or doing something inappropriate, suddenly I can't actually pay to come here and speak to you anymore. My digital currency won't even pay for the ticket because it will be known that I'm coming to speak to you. Sorry, your vouchers don't allow you to purchase that ticket to go and speak to Joe.
There you go. He calls them all both small and great, which import to receive a stamp in the right hand or forehead. Okay, it's either hand. Okay, right? Either hand, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the stamp, or the Karax, or the Karagma, all right, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. This is what this is going into. And like I brought on Revelations 1 and 2, these are the things that he saw. This is the vision, and the things that was in the vision were physical things that John the Revelator saw happening on the earth. People going to and fro by means of oneness, if you will. He's trying to make you one with him, just like the Most High is making his elect one with him. You see, it's all the same thing the Most High is doing, just on the left-hand side, man. So what comes with the left-hand side? Physical things, other things that Esau opposed to is going to be displayed in his formation. Okay, so, hey man, Lord willing, you know what I'm saying? This quick lesson was edifying. I mean, obviously, one quick one more, but again, I want to give all honor, glory, infinite praise, and worship to our power, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Again, double honors to our apostles, our elders, a great millstone, who we will teach you on sound doctrine. Shalom to the hopeful elect, and the rest of the large, two men, women, and children. That the Lord will have mercy on these last days, man. Okay. I didn't get to second edges, but we'll get it next time, man. I didn't want this to be that long, but Lord willing, we can get in the next lesson. Okay. But again, man, hey, be prepared to be separated from man's company, man. Scriptures call us blessed when man revile you. Okay. When they talk, man, it's talk evil about you and so forth, man, roughly paraphrasing. Okay. So you should be separated from social. And again, I explain what I mean by that. In the title, I explain what I mean by that. Going into that word social. Again, that word social. Living with others. You're going to be separated from living with others, man. Okay? You're going to be separated from society. You're going to be separated from society, okay, based off your score, man. Okay? And we don't know, you know what I'm saying? We don't know how long that kind of system will last because, you know, he has to, if he does get to the point where he get it off, you know what I'm saying, and it'd be another lockdown, he, you know, put up these polls and so forth, you know, it's going to be fast. It's going to move fast to the point that you're not going to, because he already got people used to it. He got people used to it by these juice stations set up all around America, man. That you know what I'm saying? He already got people used to conforming to being able to show some proof of something to get here and there, man. He's been programming minds like this for a long time. But that much intense within the last 2 years. Okay? You can't travel unless you got this certain type of passport to prove that you got the juice. These are conditions. These are programming. Okay. So hey, man, Lord willing us edifying again. Again, I want to give honor, glory, and praise and worship to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Give honors again to our apostles, our elders, great millstone. We will teach you on sound doctrine. Shalom to the hopeful elect, and the rest of the large multitude of men, women, children. Let the Lord have mercy on these last days. It's your brother Kadash, representing Jim, Brentry, and Cleveland. Again, a Bible ball. Shalom. ETA.